Yeah, Big Don in the Ozarks here. Um, Back when I made my generator video, I wanted to show everybody this. You could see my two generators here, the red one and the yellow one. You can go back and look at those generator videos. But this is when the guy gave me the Troy-Bilt 5550 for free. He had this sitting in his barn, and I asked him, I said, what's the deal with that motorcycle there? And he says, "Oh, I picked that up at an auction a couple years ago, and paid $200 for it." And I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "How much would you want for it?" He says, "Just my money back. If you pay me $200." And I asked him. I said, "You got title and the keys?" He said, "Yeah. You see, there's the keys right there, keys in it." And he had the title, and I ended up spending the money and putting the title in my name. And let me see if I can do all this with one hand. Sometimes this is tough. See, I had a hard time because of the laptops. This was on my email, my Yahoo account, and I didn't have a laptop. Um, so I couldn't show you all this. I had a hard time doing all this. But I picked this up for $200, um, which I thought was a killer deal. It has on here, it's got a lever on it for if you want to ride it on the street or you want to ride it on the dirt. If you want to ride on the street, you kick the lever forward. If you want to ride on the dirt, you get more traction there. You kick it back. Um, it was street legal. Uh, there you can see it was whatever that is. I forget what the date is on it. The tires had good knobbies on it, but they were dry rotted pretty bad. I recommended to the guy to change them. And if I can get this stupid thing to change here, we'll go to the next one. Oh, here we go. Like I said, I'm trying to do all this one-handed. But the bike was all there. All the important things were there. The tank was pretty much, inside of it was pretty much rusted out. I spent $5 at a car wash uh, getting all the chunkies out of it. And I ended up buying a battery which cost $14, which was a joke, a little teeny battery. And got the title, like I said, got the title in my name. And that's all I did to this bike. And so picked it up for $200, and then the battery and putting the title in my name and the $5 at the car wash. This was a super killer deal. Super happy with it. I was happy getting the generator for free, and then I got this for $200. And the reason I'm making this video, number one, anybody can say anything on YouTube, and you don't know if they're really telling the truth. I find a lot of things these guys say are, yeah, right, baloney. You can see that lever I was talking about here. It's a thing that pivots on the motor itself, and you kick it forward for street and you kick it back for dirt. I brought this bike to the car wash and washed it, but basically that was it. I mean, I did nothing to this bike. The seat wasn't ripped this bad when I got it, but from people wanting to sit on the bike when it was in my storage unit, it ripped on the seam, which is what you'd expect, from the age of the bike. The seam right here, that's what you'd expect, being it was dry rotted. But it's not trashed out. I mean, it wasn't in the rain, it was barn kept, And so, yeah, super great find. And I mean, for $200, you know, it's just one of those things. It was just a killer deal, super killer deal. Loved it. But anyhow, like I said, anybody can say anything they want on um, YouTube, and you don't know if they're telling the truth or not. Well, here I'm showing you that it's the truth. Uh, Here it is right here. eBay. I sold it on 1976 Suzuki TC 100, and there's the information. I sold the bike for $585.01. The guy was a bike dealer. He came and got the bike, so he didn't have no shipping charges. Let me zoom in on that a little better here, if I can. Like I said, trying to do all this one-handed. Here, let me take it out of this stupid thing here. Oh, there it is. Okay. 1976 Suzuki TC 100. And I sold it for $585.01 to a very happy bike dealer. So, yeah, I just I wanted to make this video a long time ago, but as you've seen in my other videos, I had problems with laptops. A real joke. But yeah, but you never know where these deals are coming from. I mean, you always got to keep an eye out and be ready to pounce on these deals whenever they come. This guy he has another motorcycle sitting in his barn, and hopefully I can make another deal with him. I got his number. He's a real nice guy. He owns a big real estate company here in the area. So with the house I'm looking at, he was one of the people I had in mind to, talk some business with. So anyhow, I wanted to give you a quick update and show you that bike. So what do you think? Leave your comments down the bottom. Like, subscribe. Till next time, Zorak and the Ozarks.